Hey, hi everyone, how are you? I hope you all guys are doing great. In this video, we are going to see Kafka fault tolerance and replication. Till now, we have seen a lot of things. Why Kafka, Kafka architecture, topic and partitions, producers, consumer and groups, and offset. So, and it's been a long series till now. So, if you want to learn a lot about Kafka, please, you can watch this series. So we are going to start with fault tolerance and replication, but meanwhile, I know this video is a bit late, and just I want to share a bit thing with you. Like during this period, um, I participated in a hackathon which was from Hermes Agent Buildathon. It was in Pune. It was on site and it was of 5 hours. So me and my team made build Astra, which was a swamp of agents, and it was much more related to insurance and healthcare industries. And luckily we won third prize. So if you want to learn more about it, I can definitely demo it and show the architecture and all to you. So let's come back to the replication and fault tolerance. So definitely we are going to see fault tolerance and replication. In the previous video, we solved the problem of consumer failures using offset. But today, let's consider a much bigger problem. Okay, so like if you see, like what if the broker itself fails? Okay, if you see this diagram that we have already discussed in one of the video, which was Kafka architecture overview. So let's suppose this is the Kafka cluster. If you don't know about Kafka cluster is simply a collection of Kafka servers that are working together, and each Kafka server is called as broker. Okay, so what if one of the broker fails? Okay, so how this will be how this can be handled. Okay, so like let's suppose you have a topic, like it has multiple partitions 0 1 2. Inside Kafka we have multiple brokers, like inside a Kafka cluster each broker is a server. So let's suppose we stored each partition in one of each broker, like broker 1 is serving partition 0, broker 2 is serving partition 1, and 3 is serving partition 2. So let's suppose if partition 2 is stored only in broker 3 and broker 3 crashes, then what happens? Like all the events are lost. So this is not a good thing. Okay, so what we do is we have a reader and another are replica. So here you can see this is leader and both other are followers, or we call it as replica. It's the same thing that you have master and slave relationship if you are aware about database and all. Okay, so but do you think that this is an important question. Okay, a lot of people know that we have one broker is leader and others are followers and they will just follow it. So but what do you think, like each broker have exact same partition data that leader have? Like let's suppose leader have data of partition 1, 2 and 3. So do you think that broker 2 and broker 3 will also have the same exact data uh, like the partition 1, 2 and 3? Does this make sense? So like a lot of senior devs also get confused on this part, like each broker stores everything or no. So the honest answer is each broker doesn't store everything. Okay, it depends upon the replication factor. So what is replication factor? If you are aware about DB and all, like if you have learned if you are into database management systems and all, so you might be heard of replication factor. It's a general term. So replication factor means how many copies we have to store. Like let's suppose the replication factor is 1. It means that um, you need to store just one copy. Okay, so just to explain you with the diagram, let's suppose we have 3 brokers, broker 1, broker 2, broker 3. We have 2 partitions inside our topic, 0 and 1. Now if replication if replication factor is 1, it means that only one copy you need to store. So we have store only one copy of partition 0 and only one copy of partition 1. So in broker 1, P0 will be the leader. In broker 2, P1 will be the leader, and broker 3 will be empty because we just need to store one copy. But what if replication factor is 2? It means that we have to store 2 copy of each thingy. Here the thing is partition. Okay, in DB it is something different. So now in broker 1, and this arrangement can be like it's not completely like hard coded that broker 1 will have P0. It can, broker 2 can also have just P0, and this data can be here also. Okay, it's just the arrangement. But the thing which we have to take care is, if replication factor is 2, it means that it should have just 2 copies. So there are 2 copies of P0. P0 is leader here, and we have a follower. Then in broker 2 we also have P1 as leader and P1 as follower in broker 3. So we have 2 copies. This is much more safer. Okay, it's more error free, because in the previous one, if you see, sorry, here, if broker 1 is lost, okay, if broker 1 crashes, partition 0 is lost, okay, until this broker comes back. Okay, so but here you can see, if even if broker 1 fails, we will not lose the data of P0, because we also have P0 data in broker 2, and that's obvious that if both the broker are gone, then definitely we need to wait until the brokers are back. But this is much more dependable thingy. Now, if replication factor is 3, it means that we have again 2 partitions, but replication factor is 3. It means that we need to have 3 copy of each partition. Okay, so 1 will be the leader, 2 will be the followers, as simple as that. Okay, so here you can see broker 1, so P0 is leader, and P0, there will be 2 P0 followers. So one is in broker 3, one is in broker 2. Same with P1. P1 is here follower, and here it is leader, and here it is follower. So if you see, replication factor 3 is much more error free, much more dependable, because in this case, even if P0, even if broker 1 is down, it can be solved by broker 2 and broker 3. So it is more reliable. So, but can you observe something that so if the replication factor is 3, it doesn't mean that there are 3 partitions. Okay, like all the partitions will be not everywhere. Like some people think that 0 and 1 will be also here, 0 and 1 will be also here, 0 and 1 will be also here. Okay, but it is not like that. Okay, here it looks like that, but it is not the case. Okay, everyone doesn't have everything. Okay, so let's suppose, okay, let's again go with replication factor 3, and then you will understand it in a much better way. Okay, what I want to convey, like let's suppose we have 4 brokers, 1 2 3 4. Order topic are 0 1 2. We have 3 partitions, and the replication factor is 3. It means that we just need to have 3 copies. 3 copies of 0, 3 copies of 1, and 3 copies of 2. So one of them will be leader, 2 will be the followers. So here in broker 1, we have P0 as leader, and here P0 is follower, and here is here also P0 is follower. P0 is not present in broker 4. Then partition 1 is here leader, here here does broker 1 doesn't have any P1, and P1 is here follower, and here follower. Same with partition 2. Partition 2 is here leader, and then partition 2 is follower here, and follower on broker 4. So here you can see that all the if replication, if there are multiple followers or slave brokers, it doesn't means that they will have the exact same data which the leader have. Okay, because see, P1 is leader here, but it is follower in 2 places. Okay, and this particular broker doesn't have everything. It doesn't have information about P1. So we can't say like, okay, let's suppose broker 1 is gone, then all the data of P1 is also gone. No, it's not like that, because it is not there. Okay, so and this is also a smart way of distribution. One way could be you store everything on broker 1, and the same copy you have in broker 2, broker 3, broker 4. So you will have P0 leader, P1 leader, P2 leader. Then in broker 2 you can have P0 follower, P1 follower, P2 follower. Again in broker 3, P0 follower, P1 follower, P2 follower. Again same on broker 4. But I can understand there is much better, much better, but it when you go into scale, it doesn't make any sense, because at least if you know that at a time you cannot lose more than certain amount of brokers, then definitely replication factor can be really helpful, because you have 3 copies of P0. So if broker 1 fails, P broker 2 or broker 3 can take over and they can become leader to serve partition 0. Okay, so that's the major concept of replication factor, which will definitely help you in a lot of other places. So each broker doesn't have data of each partitions. Okay, that's a very basic thing. Okay, why it does like who does this thing, like who do all these things? Okay, so the Kafka controllers is responsible for deciding where partition and replicas are to be placed, because it's not like always there will be such some pattern. No, there can be chance that broker 1 have the data now which is in broker 2. It depends, because it completely depends upon the Kafka controller. Okay, and I guess there are some algorithms for it. Okay, so but the thing is, replication factor is really important. Like if replication factor is 3, it means that we will have 3 copies of each partition. The arrangement can be different, it depends upon the Kafka controller. Also in modern Kafka, like Apache with Kraft, the controller manages this metadata, and there are certain algorithms which tries to achieve 3 main goals, like balance the leaders, balance replicas, fault tolerance, and all. Okay, so that's it, I guess. Okay, but so I guess that's it for replication fault tolerance, how fault tolerance is uh, um, uh, how fault tolerance is handled, and we can say how replication is done, because a lot of people have misconception related to replication. Okay, so uh, what is like new broker joins? So Kafka doesn't automatically rebalance all partitions. It just balance. It's just because new broker joins. Admin typically run a partition reassignment process to move partition replicas to the new broker and restore even the distribution. Okay, so this is one of the things that you might think, like, okay, what if the new broker joins, okay, into the cluster? But what if, okay, leader receives an event from the producer? So if you see it here, let's suppose leader received an event from one of the producer, but before even any of the replica copies, the leader crashes. So in this case, will Kafka lose the event? Okay, so think about it. So in the next video, we are going to see delivery guarantees, where we will find the answer to it. So that's it for this video. If you find this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button, give it a like. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. That's it. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.